Alright, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be grading every trade that happened with the NBA deadline. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe to the channel for more. First off, we're going to start off with the Kyrie Irving trade. You had Kyrie Irving and Markieff Morris being traded to the Dallas Mavericks for Spencer Dinwiddie and Dorian Finney-Smith and picks. And I think this was I think the Nets could have definitely gotten something better, but it's not horrible. And if it was a win, like if you were like not planning on trading Kevin Durant like they did later, this move would make more sense. But for now, I think I'll give that like a B, and I'm gonna also give the Mavericks like a B or maybe a B plus, because they did get the more talented player, but Kyrie's on the last year of his contract. There's every possibility that if the Mavericks don't want to pay him exactly what he wants, he'll just go to another team. So we'll have to see how that plays out. And also, the Mavericks got a lot worse defensively, and Luka and Kyrie is going to be brutal on the defensive end. But I think, the offense is there that it might just be able to counter it. But we'll have to see how it plays out. But yeah, a B for the Nets and a B for the Mavericks. And then we have the Russell Westbrook trade. So Lakers trade Russell Westbrook to the Utah Jazz, and they get D'Angelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt, Malik Beasley, and then the Wolves end up getting Mike Conley. Oh, and the Jazz also got a draft pick. But I like this move a lot for the Lakers. I always thought that Westbrook was the scapegoat in LA. I think he can still be a contributing member on like a competitive team. I think he just has to be in the right system. And Lakers were just not a good fit for him, because it's Lakers. The entire time Westbrook has been there, Lakers have struggled to space the floor, and Russell Westbrook really thrives when there's floor spacers around him. Now, when he moved to the bench, he decided, okay, I'll move to the bench, showed a lot of his character, showed that, he's willing to do what it takes, to help his team win. And he really kind of flourished in that role, but still just like the fit with LA just wasn't good, and he's on a huge contract. So you just had to get off of it. I like that the Lakers got D'Angelo Russell and Jared Vanderbilt and Malik Beasley. I mean, Vanderbilt's a very solid defender. He's a nice backup big. D'Angelo Russell, he started off slow, but he's been having like a decent year so far. He's averaging like 18, 6, and 3. He's a very solid player, and him as your third option is not bad, because you still have AD and you still have LeBron James. So, not bad at all. And then Jazz are just going to buy out Westbrook, and they got a draft pick. I mean, they could have done better. I'll give them like a B minus. Lakers get an A plus. Timberwolves get Mike Conley. I'm going to give them a C. They kind of just traded D'Angelo Russell for Mike Conley, and it's like they don't really get better, but I guess they don't really get worse. I don't know. I'll have to see how it plays out. Now, Josh Hart got traded to the Knicks, and Cam Reddish went to the Blazers along with the 2023 first round pick. And I kind of like it. I like it for the Knicks. You got Josh Hart on the Knicks. You get him reunited with Jalen Brunson. Obviously, those two played at Villanova, and I see the Knicks, trying to, do their thing, try and get a little bit better, and I think this definitely helps. I think Josh Hart is a solid role player. I've always liked Josh Hart, so I'll give him a B plus for this. They did have to give up a first round draft pick though, but it is what it is. Blazers get a first round draft pick, and Cam Reddish, who is like a solid prospect, he's just never really found his footing, so I'll give him a B plus. All right, let's talk about the Kevin Durant trade, because I was waiting a few trades in before I got to it. So we had Kevin Durant and TJ Warren being traded to the Phoenix Suns for Mikal Bridges, Cameron Johnson, and 4 first-round picks. Now, first off, I gotta give the Suns an A because they got Kevin Durant, and they, as far as it really goes, they didn't have to give up too much now. Like, they put themselves in probably the best position out of any team to win a championship this season. We'll have to see how it works out, but that Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, that offense, along with CP3's passing, and then you have Ayton down low, like, it's going to be, that could be really good. I'll give the Nets B+. They got 4 first... no, I'll give them an A-. They got 4 first-round picks, all unprotected. They got Mikal Bridges and Cameron Johnson, solid young players, but I think they could have done more. All right, continuing off, Raptors got Jakob Poeltl from the Spurs for a 2024 protected first-round pick. I mean, okay. I don't know what the Raptors are really doing. They've been really struggling this year, and at most, I think they'll probably end up being a play-in team. And I mean, Jakob Poeltl is a solid player that can definitely help them. It's just all the rumors about them rebuilding or like trading players out. I just don't get it. But I'll give them a C for it. I'll give the Spurs a B+ because they got a first-round pick. But yeah. And now we have Jay Crowder was traded to the Bucks, and the Nets got 5 second-round picks. I'll give the Nets an A+ because they got 5 second-round picks for essentially a role player. And I'll give the Bucks an A- because Jay Crowder is a very solid player, and he could definitely help the Bucks with spacing and defense. Moving on, 76ers got Jalen McDaniels. The Trailblazers got Matisse Thybulle, and then the Hornets got a couple second-round picks. I like this move for the Sixers. I'd give it a B+. Jalen McDaniels, he's not as good on defense as Matisse, but he is also still a very solid defender, and I would say he's a lot more gifted offensively than Matisse. Blazers get Matisse Thybulle. I like it for them. I'll give it a B. He's not going to do too much for them on the offensive end, but he should be able to help them defensively, and I know that the Blazers have struggled with that at times. I'll give the Hornets like a C+ because they got a few second-round picks, but I don't really know what they're doing. They got a few second-round picks, but Jalen McDaniels was like having like a career season with them. So we'll just have to see what they do. So the Nuggets got Thomas Bryant for some second-round picks, and to be honest, I get why the Lakers did it. I just feel like they could have gotten something else, or they could have done it in a way that they weren't trading it to somebody in their conference, because the Nuggets are getting better from this, because the Nuggets now have a very solid backup center behind Jokic, because Thomas Bryant can play. So I'd give the Nuggets an A for this. Like, that's just a solid move, and they only took a few second-round picks. But I guess I'd give the Lakers a B- because, like I said, they traded him to the Nuggets, and it's like you just made someone you'll potentially meet in the playoffs better. Okay, so the Warriors traded James Wiseman to the Pistons, and then the Hawks got Sadiq Bey, and then the Warriors got 5 second-round picks. Now, I don't get it. I don't get it for the Pistons. I mean, the Pistons have a lot of young talent at that center position or big man. So I'd give them a C. Hawks getting Sadiq Bey, I give it a B-. I mean, I just don't get it. The Hawks have been struggling, and I know that they think this will help them, but they also have so much money that they have to pay people. Like, they have to pay, I think DeAndre Murray's on the last year of his contract, or it's coming up. So, like, they have to focus on paying him. Sadiq Bey is that's going to be another person to pay here soon. But if it ends up helping the Hawks, so be it. Warriors, I'll give them a C-. They got 5 second-round picks. But then they went ahead and they traded those 5 second-round picks to the Blazers to get Gary Payton II. I'd give that like like a B-, I guess. I'll give it a B-. Gary Payton II, who's pretty useful for them in that Warriors championship run, and they get him back, so I'm fine with that. Now we have Luke Kennard to the Grizzlies, Eric Gordon to the Clippers, John Wall and Danny Green to the Rockets. Grizzlies get Luke Kennard. I think he'll be a nice fit. Grizzlies could use more shooting, and that definitely helps. I'd give them a B+. Clippers get Eric Gordon. I think Eric Gordon will be solid for the Clippers. Just come off the bench and just launch threes. I'll give him a B- for that. Rockets got some expiring contracts. I'll give them a C+. Lakers acquired Mo Bamba for Patrick Beverly. I'm going to miss Patrick Beverly in LA, but I'll give the Lakers a B for this. I mean, they got Mo Bamba. They got a solid backup big man. I mean, Mo Bamba, he can stretch the floor. He can rebound. Nice pickup. Magic, I'm going to give him like a C- or a C because, like, I feel like they're just going to buy Patrick Beverly out. So, yeah. Clippers got Bones Highland. I'll give the Clippers a B or a B+ because Bones Highland can definitely light it up, but he can be attacked on the defensive end. But he is still only 22 years old. I'll give the Nuggets a D because I feel like they just could have gotten more out of, Bones Highland, like a trade. Josh Richardson was traded to the Pelicans for Devontae Graham and 4 second-rounders. I'm going to give a B+ to the Spurs because they got 4 second-rounders for Josh Richardson, and they got Devontae Graham. But I'm going to also give the Pelicans, like an A-. I think Josh Richardson will be really good for the Pelicans. A nice little tough wing defender who can also hit threes. I don't know if he's as good of a shooter as Devontae Graham, but Josh Richardson has started becoming more consistent with his shooting. It kind of fell off for a year or two, but it's definitely recovered a little bit more since then. And then the Celtics acquired Mike Muscala from the Thunder. I definitely think this is solid. I mean, I'd give the Celtics a B or a B+. I mean, Mike Muscala is a better backup than Luke Cornett, and he can definitely space the floor. And he's shooting 39% on shots from 3 this year on 142 attempts, so he's just a very solid shooter. Give the Thunder a B. And I think that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe to the channel for more. Peace.